Good morning. Today is Friday, December 6th. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The Labor Department says there was a big jump in the number of new jobs created during November. Its latest snapshot says employers added 227,000 jobs last month. That's a huge difference from the October report, when officials initially said only 12,000 jobs were created. But that report was revised upward to show 32,000 jobs were actually created. The weak reports were blamed on hurricanes and the strike at Boeing. President-elect Trump says he'll appoint venture capitalist David Sacks to be the White House's artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency czar. NPR's Bobby Allen reports.
David Sacks is a venture capitalist associated with the so-called PayPal Mafia, a group of right-leaning technologists who helped found payment processor PayPal in the late 1990s. In recent years, Sacks has helped fundraise for Trump and attacked what he sees as woke politics on his podcast, All In. Sacks is expected to oversee the dismantling of tech industry regulations. He will also give crypto advocates a direct line into the White House and work alongside Elon Musk, a close friend of Sacks. In his post on Truth Social announcing the role, Trump also said Sacks will safeguard free speech online and fight the censorship of big tech. Bobby Allen, NPR News.
No serious damage is reported from yesterday's major earthquake off the northern California coast. The quake's magnitude was 7, and it triggered a tsunami warning briefly for hundreds of miles off the California and Oregon coasts. Alexandra Cochran is with the U.S. Geological Survey.
It was located offshore, which is good news in terms of the shaking intensities, because the farther away you are from an earthquake, the less the shaking will be. However, there was still strong shaking that occurred in the local nearby areas of the cities of Eureka and Rio Dell and Fortuna. So we may see some damage from the shaking to those areas.
There are no reports of serious injuries. Syrian rebels are advancing on the major city of Hama. The rebels have already taken over Syria's second largest city, Aleppo, on their shock advance toward the capital, Damascus. Clashes have been violent. Linda Fasula reports the UN Secretary General is calling for an end to the Syrian civil war.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that tens of thousands of civilians are at risk in Syria and stressed there's an immediate need for humanitarian access. He said that the current fighting is due to a chronic collective failure of diplomacy since the civil war began in 2011 and urged a return to the UN-facilitated political process to end the bloodshed. Guterres also called on all those with influence to do their part and said he spoke Thursday with Turkey's president, who supports the rebels. Russia and Iran are allied with Syria's President Bashar al-Assad. For NPR News, I'm Linda Fasula in New York.
The color specialist company Pantone has named its color of the year. It's called Mocha Mousse. That's a shade of brown. Pantone officials say they selected the color to represent what people are currently seeking, a feeling of harmony with the natural world. Fashion and interior designers look for the yearly color choice to incorporate into future clothes and products. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News from Washington.